and dispose of you. So this is where all the story happens. And overall, it's we try to answer a question what it's like to be human. So
that is awesome. Like that, I did not expect that much. Like that is some great, excellent world building there. Like you guys really got in with the details.
Yeah, we also like our narrative team also does a lot of job in like providing all like the additional stuff that not all players will find, but if somebody like is willing to explore the game, they can like look for like lore items. They can like listen to all those flavor monologues of characters and to learn more about the world, because like to our world it's more than just the US. There are like other stuff happening in the world, but basically we are like this US centric, and being like we come from Eastern Europe, so our perception of America is more like from movies, from the VHS tapes from the 80s and 90s. So we had to do a lot of like research work to do it justice, and well, I hope we managed. And yeah, if players want to learn more, they can learn more. Of course, we don't push it down their throats.
Yeah, but it's there if they want it. That's again excellent world building. You mentioned some of the sort of vague details about some of the influences. I want to pull on that a little bit because, like, I think we grew up watching a lot of the same stuff, and a lot of it is sort of dystopian sci-fi action movies and stuff like that. What were some of the sort of like books and movies, video games, whatever that made it into this sort of like the influence pile?
When it started, like in 2018. I think it was 1 year since the release of Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
So it was an amazing movie. We are big fans of this as well as the original movie.
Yeah.
Also, there was like a much lesser known movie by, I think it's Australian company called Upgrade. It's about like also about an AI trapped inside a human body.
Yeah, I've seen Upgrade. I love it.
Yeah, and also it's an inspiration for our combat system because of how our character moves in a sort of like unnatural way to a human, because he can pass human body's limits, and that's why basically he's like that. In terms of games, our holy Bible, I think, is Inside from Playdead, because it's like a top-notch cinematic platformer. Even though their story is not so like spoken, it's more like a minimalistic. But it's like a textbook for how you should build it. But as well, like as we learned ourselves, it's very, very difficult and very expensive to make this kind of game. And of course, like visual style, there is an elephant in the room. This is like we were heavily inspired by The Last Night.
Yeah.
They have like a gorgeous art style. It heavily inspired us, and we thought that this is a really great look. This is a really great take on this retro stuff. So we tried to